Another kidnapping in broad daylight.
Where the police?
Yeah, you don't look like it. Why are you hiding your faces? Why are you hiding your faces? This is here. How do I know this is a police? It's like, wait.
Shout out to the guy who asked why the supposed police were covering their faces while detaining a woman, because what the hell is that? Seriously. You can see that several of them actually put the masks on as they approach her. We are not safe in a country where they can do that. Even just setting aside the civil liberties issues here, which I'll get to. We are not safe in a country where we're expected to trust a group of people in plain clothes covering their faces and refusing to identify themselves except for just saying, we're police. Like, you can't convince me that on some level they're not hoping that someone will refuse to comply because they don't know who these masked people are that are handcuffing them and taking them away. We've already seen militia members cosplay as cops and ICE. This sort of approach makes it easier for them to get away with it. These were supposedly DHS agents. The woman you saw in the video was Rumeysa Ozturk. She's a Turkish doctoral student at TUFTS University who was taken by these people yesterday on Tuesday in broad daylight and is supposedly sitting in custody right now with 0 charges. According to her lawyer, quote, "We are unaware of her whereabouts and have not been able to contact her. No charges have been filed against Rumeysa to date that we are aware of." DHS and ICE have not responded to questions. Thankfully, a district judge has given an order that the government has to say why she's being detained by Friday and that she's not allowed to be moved outside of the district, which is, by the way, what they've been doing to people that they've just been picking up in order to make them more difficult to find in the system, put them out of reach out of responsible judges, and put them in districts with judges that are more friendly to disappearing people. Thank God for Michael Mathis, by the way, whose surveillance footage you just saw. Tufts sent out a statement this morning saying that they had gotten reports that federal authorities had taken an international graduate student. It's unclear where they got that information. They also made it clear that Tufts had no pre-knowledge of this, nor did they provide any information to the feds. Maybe the feds reached out afterwards, and that's how we know some of this. Before you say that she was a disruptor and doing something illegal, again, no charges, but also it appears that she wasn't actually active in very many protests, but she was a co-author on an op-ed piece in the Tufts Daily, criticizing the university's response to the basically like student gov Senate passing resolutions demanding that Tufts acknowledge what was happening in PAL, as well as disclosing investments and divesting. So far, that's it. That's what it sounds like the extent is of what she did. Literally wrote an op-ed. People in her life say that she was not otherwise closely involved in the protests. But after the publishing of the op-ed, it appears that she was essentially doxxed by Canary Mission, a website that basically documents people who promote hatred. The op-ed was the only example that they cited. That's it. Yes, she's on a student visa. But you're gonna say that that means she can't express her opinion about a university policy, a university response in a university newspaper? That's crazy. She's highly educated. She was a 2018 Fulbright Scholar at Columbia, has a master's degree in psychology from there, and now she's working on her doctoral degree at Tufts. Again, described as not an activist person. What is going on here, guys? It doesn't matter if you disagree with her. No one is safe while this sort of thing continues.